Also der Operationsplan Deutschland ist.
The Operation Plan Germany is, on the one hand, a plan that we can activate tomorrow if necessary. That is very important to know. Secondly, it is very important to understand that the Operation Plan Germany is there to ensure that we can move NATO troops, international troops, through Germany as quickly, as efficiently and as orderly as possible to the right location on the eastern flank, so that we can send another signal to Russia. Beware, do not dare to attack us, we are prepared. And secondly, we have and are building on our forces, armed forces, troops, land, air, sea, cyber information space. In other words, all the capabilities we already have today, which will be further strengthened, further equipped, built up, and then brought into line with the plans so that, should the need arise, we can actually defend our country successfully. So, in order to understand the concept of defense, it is very important to understand that defense cannot be outsourced to the armed forces. If the armed forces do it, I don't need to worry about it, they'll take care of it. Of course, that doesn't work. Instead, it is very important that we have a society that is resilient, that is robust, and that can also weather difficulties. That also has an enormous deterrent effect. When I look at Ukraine is functioning as a state, even though it has been subjected to massive attacks for 3.5 years. With the current strength of the German armed forces, we have around 182,000 soldiers, but I can't give you the exact figure today. That's not enough. We need significantly more, and I think that military service is a very important part of that. Other nations are showing us how it's done. Sweden, Denmark, and other countries that have also reintroduced military service.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the US will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.